Hey everyone, so it's just me today. As some of you might know, Josh and I are actually apart right now while he's finishing up his last semester of school. But today is actually a really special day for us. We are celebrating 2 years of being together. So I thought I'd do something a little bit special for him with this video. So about a little over a year ago, his family came down to Florida to spend Easter with us. And for some reason, not really sure why, but it became a joke amongst us that I was with him as part of an experiment for school, and it had something to do with psychology and, you know, everything about the way he behaved and things like that. And I'm not really sure why, because I wasn't a psychology major, but it's just kind of been a running joke between all of us that I'm ultimately supposed to write this report about what it's been like being with him and, you know, just things about him. So today they are finally getting their report. They are getting their answers as to what it's been like the past 2 years with Josh. And oh man, I don't even know where to begin. But I do have all of my notes here, and trust me, there are plenty. So first thing off the bat that I can tell you is that he's not the most honest person. And I'm really sorry that I'm putting this out there, but I did say that I was going to put it out there, just so you know. But here's the catch. So he might not be honest all the time, but if he's lying, it's usually because he's putting someone else before him. And the prime example that comes to mind when I think about this is when I was in the hospital. I think we had been dating for about 4 months, maybe 5 months, and I was having chest pains. I went to urgent care. They didn't really want to keep me there just because they weren't really sure what it was what was going on, and they thought a hospital might be better able to help me. So of course Josh drove me over to Tampa General, and we were there for hours. A really long time for what ended up just being acid reflux. And we went sometime in the evening, and I think might have just gotten out of class. I had just gotten off of work. We hadn't eaten, and I kept telling him, I was like, go eat, like go get something to eat, like I'm fine here. Would not leave my side. He was like, no, I'm not hungry, like I'm not hungry at all. And in my head I'm just like, I know you're hungry. But you know, he kept saying he wasn't hungry. He stayed with me the whole time. I think I got discharged around midnight maybe, and we immediately went to McDonald's. And I kid you not, this boy who said he was not hungry ordered probably half the menu off McDonald's. And there is a video, and I'm not sure if you'd appreciate me showing you, but there's evidence of this, and well, yeah, we'll just take a look. Barely hanging on. So yeah, I muted the high notes to save everyone's ears, but here we are in the McDonald's parking lot at like 12:30. So yeah, he definitely was hungry, and you know, he's not always truthful, but you know, it's usually for a good reason that he's hiding something, for the most part. But another thing that I learned very quickly when we started dating was that this boy likes to sing a lot. I can't tell you how many videos are taking up space on my phone of this boy singing. Actually, you know, let's take a look at one. Yeah, so he can't sing, but he chooses to do it anyway. The other thing I learned very quickly was that he loves food. It is one of his top passions. Can't cook. Definitely cannot cook. He's tried, and it's been painful to watch. But he can't really cook. But he still loves food. Sometimes I think he might love it a little bit more than me. And I have proof of it. Here it is. Yeah, I have like pages of notes of things that I've just learned. he doesn't know how to be quiet when it comes to sports. If it's, you know, any team that he is a fan of, you'll know, because he is so loud. I still remember it was when I was moving out of my apartment after graduation, and I had caught a cold, and I felt deathly ill. I decided I was going to lay on the couch. You know, I was like, I don't want to stay in bed the whole time while we're all here. And he was like, do you mind if I put on the Patriots game? And I was like, sure, go ahead. Like, I'm not going to pay attention to anything that's on the screen because I feel like I'm dying right now. And I have a headache. But little did I know, or I should have known really, it wasn't going to help my headache to have him sit there and watch football. Because here's what happened.
Oh my God! Oh, bro! My bad! Oh my God! Oh my!
So yeah, did not get better that night. Headache definitely didn't clear up. It may have actually gotten a little bit worse. But you know, I still love him. Let's see, what else? So he is also very fashionable, I've learned in the 2 years that we've been dating. Whether, you know, it's something casual or more formal, definitely very, very fashionable. Let's take a look at that. Oops, that's the wrong photo. I'm sure you appreciated that one a little bit more. Something else I learned is he is very athletic and super coordinated. So about 3 months after we started dating, we went ice skating with some friends, and I'll just let his athleticism and ability to skate speak for itself here. So that was the first time. And we went skating another time, and here that time is also.
I suck at skating. I cannot skate for my life.
You're doing better than last year. And even after that time, we still went skating a third time up here in Chicago. So, yeah. Let me see what else there is. Oh, I also learned, in addition to skating, something he's also very good at when it comes to, you know, anything athletic, is flying. And I'll just show the video for this one. So I also learned a little early on, he can be a little conceited, you know, I think, but I mean, who isn't, really? But let's just say he's very, proud of the way he looks. And I'll show you. So sometimes he can be a little difficult. Let's put it that way, you know. Has a little bit of a temper, you know, sometimes. And I personally learned that the best way to handle this is to pay someone to put him in jail, so to speak. And here's what I mean by that. He also is a absolutely phenomenal dancer. You know, I think he could do very well on Dancing with the Stars, you know, any kind of show like that. And here, I'll just give you a brief. So another thing I learned early on, and he still proves it to this day, is that he's very dedicated to all of his passions. Regardless of which one it is, he always goes above and beyond to dedicate his time, his energy, effort, all of that to anything that he's involved in. And he does it so much sometimes that I feel like I barely saw him sometimes, or I barely heard from him. But I just know that it's because he really cares about the things that he's involved in, and he's gained a lot out of his passions and what he's involved in and everything, and I'm just super proud of him for all of that. The last thing that I'll share in honor kind of our 2 years is how we spent our 1 year anniversary. So there was a hurricane coming towards Florida, and so we were evacuating, and I'll just say that Josh is very innovative, to put it nicely. He had some tire issues the previous week, and he got it taken care of. And we were leaving, everyone's trying to evacuate the state, and so things were a little hectic on the roads. So we're heading for Nashville, and we were in what seemed like the middle of nowhere in Florida. And all of a sudden someone waves us down through the window and is like, "Your tire's low." So we pull over and go to a gas station, and sure enough it's low. And it turns out that there's a tear in the tire. So we had just passed a Walmart maybe 2 minutes prior to this. And so we turned back from that gas station and we head to the Walmart. Mind you, this Walmart was Walmart basically has everything, but this Walmart also had a specific auto and tire center. So Josh goes into the store to get something to deal with this tear in the tire, and what he came back with to fix the problem was duct tape. Because duct tape fixes everything, or so you would think. But PSA right here, duct tape does not fix a tire that has a tear in it. It doesn't work. It doesn't stick to it. Nope, just don't try it. Because then you will spend the night in a little town known as Chiefland, Florida, in the last room available at a motel on the side of the highway. So even though I'm kind of bummed, actually I'm very bummed that we're not spending our 2 years together today, I would much rather be in this situation than in Chiefland, Florida with a flat tire and staying at a sketchy motel on the side of the highway. So after all of this, if there's anything really that stuck out to me, is that I know that Josh is always there for me, and there's honestly no one else that I'd rather have by my side. Just going through life and just everything from flat tires to I don't know what else is gonna come through and challenge us next, but I'm just looking forward to another year together. So happy anniversary, happy 2 years, and I can't wait to see you. I'm sorry, if you didn't actually believe me when I said I was gonna make some sort of report, but in fairness, your mom has been asking when she was gonna be able to read my final report, and I am sorry that it is not a typed, report that she can actually read through, but if I did actually write everything out that I've learned in these last 2 years, I might have killed a couple forests. So, and you might not have appreciated everything that was in it. So, here it is.